Hi, hi. Artificial, artificial intelligence. What does it mean? The ability to digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligently. Automation is frequently pilot project of developing system with no doubt. With intellectual processes characteristic of humans such as ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from the past experience. Since the development of digital computer 1940s, it is been demonstrated that computer can be programmed to carry out very complex tasks such as discovering proof of mathematical theorem or playing chess with a great proficiency. Still, despite of continuing advances in computer processing speed and memory capacity, there are yet no program that can match full human flexibility over the wider domain or in a task requiring much everyday knowledge. On the other hand, some programs have attained the performance level of open expert and professional performance at any specific task. So the artificial intelligence in this limited sense is found to be application at diverse as a medical diagnosis, computer search engines, voice of heart, handwriting recognition, chatbots. What is intelligence? All but the simple human behavior is described intelligence. While even of the most complicated intersect behavior is usually not taken as an indication of intelligence, it is a difference. Consider the behavior of an indicator. When a female wave returned to her burrow with food, she first deposited threshold check of the intruders inside her. Then only then, if the coast is clear, carries it for inside the real nature of wash intellect. Instinctual behavior revealed if the food is moved a few inches away from the entrance burrow while she was inside. She would repeat the whole. As often the process displays intelligence conspicuously absent in apps. Case of the specs must include the ability of circumstances. Psychologists generally characterize superintelligence not by just one trait but the combination of many diverse abilities. Research in AI has focused chiefly on focusing following component of intelligence, learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and using language learning. There is a number of different forms of learning as applied to artificial intelligence. The simplest is learning by trial and error. For example, a simple computer program solving at a chess problem might to try solve at random until it is found. For example, might then store solution with the position that next time the computer encounter the same position it would recall the solution. The simple memorizing of individual item and procedure. Rote learning is relatively easy to implement on a computer. For challenging is problem implementing what is called generalization. Generalization involves applying past experience of analog new situation. For example, a program that learned the past tense of regular English verb by rote will not able to produce the past tense of a word such as jump unless it previously had a presented with jump, where the program that has able to generalize can learn edit rule. So from the past tense of jump based on the experience with similar verbs. Reasoning. To reason is to draw inferences appropriate to the situation. In inferences are classified either as deductive or inductive. Example for of the former is Fred must be either the museum or the cafe. He is not the cafe. He is not in the cafe. Therefore, he is in the museum. Or later, previous accident of the sort was caused by the instrument failure. Thereafter, the accident caused by the instrument failure. The most significant difference between these forms of reasoning is that the deductive case of the truth of the premise is correctly the truth of conclusion, where the inductive case of truth of the premise is lent support of the conclusion without giving absolute assurance. Inductive reasoning is a common in a science where data is collected and tentative models are developed to describe the predict future behavior until the appearances of anomalous data forces the model to revise. Deductive reasoning is common in mathematics and logic, where elaborate structure of irrefutable theorem are built upon from a small set of basic axioms as a rule. There have been considered success in programming computer to draw inferences. However, true reasoning involves more than just drawing inferences. It involves drawing inferences relevant to situation or particular situation. There is one of the hardest problem confronting AI. Problem solving, particularly in artificial by characterized a systematic research, perception, language, method of goals in AI. Hmm. Let about this. Let about read about this guy was Alan Turing. Alan Turing was the beginning of the AI. The least substantial work on the field of artificial intelligence was done in the mid of 20th century by the British logician and computer pioneer Alan Matheson Turing in 1935. Turing described an expert computing machine consisting of limitless memory and has a scanner that moved back and forth through the memory. Symbol was symbol, reading what it find and writing for the symbol. The action of scanner dictated by a program of instruction that also stored in memory in form of symbol. This turning stored program concept and implicit inherent possibility of machine operating on, so modifying and improving its own program. Turning conception is known as a simply as a universal Turing machine. All modern computers are in essence universal Turing machine. During World War II, Turing was a leading capitalist cryptanalyst at a German government called Shiver School, England. Turing could not turn to the project of building a stored program electronic computing machine until a cessation of hostility in Europe in 1945. Nevertheless, during the war, he gave considerable thought to issue a machine intelligence. One of the turning colleague of the military Park, Donald McKay, who turned founded the Department of Machine Intelligence and Perception at the University of Edinburgh, later recalled that Turing often discussed how computer could be learned from experience as well as solve new problems through the use of guiding principle, a process known as heuristic problem solving. Turing gave quite possibilities of the earliest public lecture to mention the computer intelligence. What we want is not machine, we want to learn to experience. This possibility of letting the machine alter is known as structure provided. In 1948, he introduced many of the central concepts of AI in report intelligent machinery. However, Turing did not publish this paper. Many of ideas were later reinvented by others. For instance, one of the Turing original ideas was train a network of artificial neurons to perform a specific task. An approach described in his action is connectionism. Chess. What is chess? What does they want to show through chess? English Triangle AI program language. It is combined limit of I with lambda calculus formula mathematical logical use make world program expert system neural AI in 21st century. Machine learning, the ability of neural network to take an added layer, thus work on a more complex problem, encouraging 2006 with the invention of greedy layer wise pretending technique, in which it was found that easier to train each layer of neural individually than train the whole network with from input to output. The improvement in neural network leading to called of time machine deep learning, in which neural network have four more layers including the initial input and final output. Moreover, such networks are able to learn unsupervised, that is discover feature in data without initial prompting. Among the achievement of deep learning has been advanced in image classification, in which specified neural network called convolution neural network are trained on feature found in a set of images when different type of object. The children is able to take input image, compare it with features in image and training set classify the image as being of four, example a cat or apple. One such network, PLL network having here or collaborator at Microsoft Research has classified image even better than human did. The achievement of Deep Blue World Chess Champion Gary Kasparov surprised DeepMind AlphaGo, which mastered a much more complicated game than chess. AlphaGo neural network had to play Go from human player and by itself. It defeated top player Settle in 2000. AlphaGo was surprised by AlphaGo Zero, which starting from only from rules to go, which eventually able to defeat AlphaGo. A more general neural network for Zero was able to use same technique to quickly master chess and stable. Autonomous vehicle machine learning AI fundamental element of autonomous vehicle system. Through machine learning vehicle are trained to learn from complex data that has received that has operate under the expand their ability to navigate the road. AI enabled these vehicle system to make decisions about how to operate without needing specific instruction for potential evaluation. In order to make autonomous vehicles safe and effective, artificial simulation are created to test these capabilities. To create such simulation, black box testing is used in contrast in which white box validation. White box testing in which the internal structure of the system being tested is known as the tester can prove the absence of failure. Black box that are used more complicated than involve taking more adverse and goes in the internal design of system known as the tester who instead target external design structure. These methods attempt to find the weakness in the system to ensure that it meets the high safety standard. In as of 2023, full autonomous vehicles are not able for consumer purchase. Certain obstacles have been proved challenging to overcome. For example, maps of almost 4 million miles of public roads in the United States would be needed for autonomous vehicle to operate effectively, which would provide a daunting task for manufacturer. Additionally, the most popular cars selling, those of Tesla, has raised safety concern as such vehicles have headed toward overcoming traffic and metal posture. AI has not progressed to point where cars can interaction with other driver or with cyclist or pedestrians, such as common sense is necessary to prevent accident and enable a safe environment. That's also big issue. Like large language model and natural language processing. Natural language processing involve analyzing how computer process parse language similarly in the way human. To do this, NLP models must use computational linguistic statistics, machine learning or deep learning model. Early NLP models were hand-coded, rule-based, what did not account for exception. Neurosciences and statistical NLP was next step, using probability to assign likelihood of certain meaning of different part of the text. Modern NLP system use deep learning model or technique that help to learn as a process information. For an example of NLP is AI statistics to predict the final word of the sentence or basis of existing portion. One of the popular language models GPT-3 released on OpenAI 2020. One of the first language model GPT-3 could have highly school level math model to create a computer program. GPT-3 has been foundation of ChatGPT software released in 2020. ChatGPT almost immediately distribute academic journalists and other form of concern that it is impossible to distinguish human writing from a ChatGPT generated writing. One issue is probability based on language model is hallucination rather than communicating to user. It does not know something. The model responds with probable but factually inaccurate text based on the user prompt. This is issue will partially attributed by using ChatGPT as a research engine rather than intended role a next generator, text generator. Visual assistant risk. What is artificial general intelligence is a possible? All that question have to ask. All that says American mathematician Britannica. Okay, already covered about 15 minutes in this video. Let's wrap up this video. We'll show you next time. till then, see you again. We are